Welcome everyone to our channel. Today's story is truly special and unique. Our main character today is a man named Salih. Through his incredible journey, we have brought you a story that will not only entertain you but also teach you one of life's greatest lessons about patience and success. Before we start, I want you to look at these beautiful dishes being prepared. To many, this is just art, but for Salih, it was a key to his survival. Have you ever felt like the whole world is against you? Have you ever felt that your dreams are too big for your empty pockets? If so, then Salih's life is exactly what you need to hear today. Please stay with us until the very last second of this video, because the secret Salih discovered in his darkest hour might be the very thing you are looking for in your own life. Salih was born in a small, dusty village in East Africa where the land was so dry it seemed to be crying for water. He was the 12th child in a family that had almost nothing. In Salih's house, dinner was a word they only used on lucky days. Most nights, Salih would go to sleep holding his stomach, trying to quiet the loud noises of hunger. While other children were playing with toys, Salih was walking miles under the burning sun to find water for his mother. But even in that extreme poverty, Salih had a vision. He used to sit by the small cooking fire and smell the steam from the pot, even when there was only water and a few leaves inside. He had a natural gift for understanding the soul of food. He promised his mother, with tears in his eyes, "Mother, one day, I will build you a house made of stone, and you will never wonder where your next meal is coming from." That promise was the beginning of everything. As a young man, Salih realized that to change his family's fate, he had to take a huge risk. He traveled thousands of miles to Europe as a refugee. He arrived in a world that was cold, strange, and lonely. For years, he was a ghost in the city. He slept under bridges, shivering in the winter rain, with no blanket but his dreams. He didn't speak the language, and people looked at him as if he was nothing. But Salih remembered his mother's face. Finally, he found a job in the basement of a 5-star restaurant. He wasn't a chef. He was a man who cleaned the floors and washed thousands of greasy plates every single day. His co-workers would make fun of him, calling him the desert boy. They told him he should be grateful just to have scraps of bread to eat. They didn't know that every time Salih wiped a plate, he was watching the master chefs, memorizing every ingredient and every technique like a hungry lion watching its prey. For 2 years, Salih lived a double life. During the day, he was a humble dishwasher. But at night, when the kitchen was empty and dark, Salih became a creator. He would use his tiny savings to buy one onion, one potato, or a small bag of spices. He would stay up until AM practicing how to cut, how to sear, and how to balance flavors. He was exhausted. His body was aching, but his spirit was on fire. He began to combine the expensive techniques of Europe with the secret spices of his African desert home. He created something the world had never seen before, a taste that told a story of both suffering and joy. He kept his recipes in a small, dirty notebook, waiting for the one chance that he knew God would eventually provide. He never lost his faith, and he never stopped praying for that one open door. That door finally opened on a rainy Tuesday night. The restaurant was hosting a secret gala for the world's top food critics. In a moment of pure chaos, the head chef was injured and the kitchen was left without a leader. The owner was crying, knowing his reputation would be destroyed. Salih took off his apron, washed his hands, and stood before the owner. "I have been preparing for this moment for 2 years," he said. "Let me show you what the desert boy can do." That night, Salih cooked like a man possessed by an angel. The critics didn't just eat, they experienced a miracle. One critic wrote that the food tasted like a journey across the world. That was the night the dishwasher died and a superstar chef was born. Salih didn't just get a job. He eventually bought that very restaurant and turned it into a global empire. Today, Salih is a billionaire. He kept his promise to his mother and built her that house, and hundreds more for others. He tells everyone that his success didn't come from luck. He says, "Hunger taught me how to appreciate every grain of rice, my dear friends." But from the days he was hungry, as you see these recipes being finished, remember that your current struggle is just a preparation for your future greatness. If Salih's story gave you hope today, whatever you are going through, do not give up. Work hard, stay humble, and keep your faith. Please subscribe to our channel and share this with someone who needs a reason to keep going. We thank you for being with us. Until next time, stay blessed and keep dreaming.